Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading. I hope you're doing absolutely sensational. It's Monday, which is May the 11th. Hopefully you guys had happy Mother's Day, celebrating your mother or your wife who is a mother or your sister who's a mother, have grandkids, whomever the mother is in your life. Hopefully you guys had a great Sunday. Great Saturday. It was a great weekend here in Nashville. Very good weather. And I'm about 89%, so I'm pretty much on the road to recovery, so it's great. Let's check out the overall general market, if we will. SPY. So Friday to Thursday was a great retest gap. Right, we gapped up to a resistance, and I do think that we retest this gap a little bit, either more this week, more today, and then I do kind of anticipate a little bit of a bounce, and then at some point, I'm still assuming that we'll close and trigger 212.70 and just kind of continue higher. So I guess we'll kind of see and keep an eye on it. But the DIA, very, very similar. Right, breaking out pretty decent volume on Friday. This is a retest gap, so kind of expecting a slight retest of some kind and then probably a bounce. And if that's the case, then everything should be fine. So we had a longer term bull put spread, 168, 167. That's expiring this Friday. So there's a lot of May expirations expiring this Friday on the general market, so that'd be cute. The QQQ, keep an eye on the Qs. The tech market, still more bullish overall. Kind of, as I mentioned, do expect a little bit more of a small retracement of some kind, maybe something like this, and then kind of a bounce. So keeping an eye on it. But overall, still my longer term 2016 target is the all-time high on the Qs, which is right up near 120.42. So if at some point we break through this resistance and we do start making these higher lows and we break out strongly, I do kind of anticipate us to continue a little bit higher. And the IWM, of course, great candle today. Really a cute little retest gap from Friday, and we are making a little bit of a higher high and a higher low. So if this is any indication of what the market could do and might do, I do love the bounce that happened today on the IWM, forming this little double bottom-esque type of pattern. We're really bouncing off the 100 simple moving average and kind of considering some more bullishness than bearishness. And back on the 7th of May, talked about a 116, 115 June bull put spread maybe if we are in fact bouncing. So if you got triggered into that Friday or today, that's a really profitable spread. It's pretty far away, and it is only for 1 month technically before expiration, so keeping a close eye on that spread as well. So really, for the indices, I haven't been doing a lot of swing trading, but the spreads have been working out really well overall in the indices, so it's just something to keep an eye on. Apple, as of right now, I also had a little bit of a retest. I still anticipate Apple coming back down to the 100 simple or somewhere right around here. So before I really am super bullish on Apple, I kind of expect a little bit of a bounce off that. But theoretically, what also could happen is we continue to make these higher lows on Apple. We continue to bounce like this and then at some point break out of that little triangle pattern. Strong potential that Apple does that. So if you want to own shares of Apple and you don't already, you could consider some put sales down the 120, 119 range. And of course, being a little bit more bullish than bearish overall. Facebook, keeping an eye on Facebook. It's really at a strong location, and it's trapped between the long-term moving averages. So whatever direction Facebook breaks out of those long-term moving averages is likely the direction that it goes. We haven't touched the 200 simple moving average in quite a long time, so I am kind of expecting for it to bounce a little bit. But if it doesn't, hey, it doesn't, no big deal. But coming off the 200 simple moving average, whatever way it breaks, it'd be very, very interesting. Keep an eye on. Johnny Howlett, his covered call expired worthless last week, so we'll probably be doing another one this week pretty soon. And let's just keep an eye on the long-term moving averages on Facebook, and see which way it breaks out. Speaking of Panera, so Panera, really good consolidation phase up here. Great gap. Here's a little bit of a distribution phase, so I'm kind of anticipating Panera to break bullish based on the gap and location of the gap. So if it does break bullish, 193.46 is the next target on Panera. And of course, the talk of the town for really the last week is Tesla. And Tesla, great retest on Friday, higher high, higher low today. If you're trading Tesla, have a little bit of a bullish perspective on it. Next target really is about 260 and some change. So that was the trading plan that we had recently, and it did pull back yesterday in that channel and kind of broke out a little bit. A lot of traders in some longer term bull put spreads. Doug Baker's in one for this week, 220, 215. So keeping a close eye on that. And my good friend, of course, Aubrey Tianello, is in some shares of Tesla as well. And he bought some more on the dip on Thursday, which is Thursday morning. So great job, Aubrey, on Tesla. So ladies and gentlemen from around the world, just keeping a close eye on the market, expecting a breakout at some point in the year 2016. I said 2016, 2015. Some point this year. Maybe it does take all of next year. I don't know. But either way, exciting things around the corners of the trading world. And as you guys know, May is Health and Wellness Month at Real Life Trading. So hopefully you guys are taking care of yourself, reading some articles that I'll be sending out in the near future. And of course, loving life, living life, and trading it. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you on Wednesday.